Hi, my name is Alexis, and today I'm going to be discussing working. How many of you have applied to, for say, McDonald's? Only because you felt that's the only job you can get. How many have applied to Taco Bell? How many applied to be babysitters? How many people have applied to be bag boys or bag girls or cashiers? Just jobs that you really feel like you qualify for because you feel like that's what you're worth. That's what you're capable of doing. That's all you want to do. I was that person. All right, now I'm 22 years old and I'm in college. And up until now, that's what I was trying to do. I was really just trying to get a job just so that way I can have some money, a quick, easy hire, something where no one really did their job, really just to mess around on the clock but still get paid. I went from working from Taco Bell working at Geico. So basically what I was going through at that time was a state of fear. I didn't want to branch out. I didn't want to try anything different. I didn't think I was even qualified for half the jobs that I applied for. I got to a point where it's like, I can't keep working at Taco Bell. I don't want to just make $8 an hour or $9 an hour. I don't want to work all day like a slave and not even get paid for what I feel like I was really doing at work. I wanted a more serious job, a job where I could maybe have to dress up, where I could be taken serious, maybe literal, but what job was going to hire me without an education? It was jobs that I started to look up, like, for example, on Indeed and Snagajob and job sites like that where you can search certain jobs, you can search certain requirements. I used Indeed. Now, I ended up working for Geico, a major company, a major insurance company, a corporate position, in something that starts off as customer service to something is entry level. I went from making $8 to $9 an hour at Taco Bell to making $16 starting off at paid training and ultimately almost $18, $19 an hour, 10-hour shifts. And now this is a job where I had to dress up. I had to play the part, be the part, act the part. Everybody was very professional and everything like that. Now, it was a little bit to adjust to, but I started asking people, and a lot of people my age, like, how did you get a job at Geico? I applied. How do you get a job anywhere? You have to apply. You have to apply. You have to not feel that you're not good enough. You have to feel like you're not worthy enough for a certain job, that you're not qualified enough, that you don't have the education. I never thought I would be doing insurance. Mind you, you have to be taught insurance. I feel like you have to be taught any job that you get, regardless if you have an education prior to, even if you have some type of knowledge prior to, you have to be taught by somebody. You have to learn what's going on. So no matter what kind of job you're in, don't just think that somebody's just going to put you in a job and you're just not going to have a clue what to do. You're going to be trained. Training is a big part of working. Now, what if you guys just decide, hey, what if you do just take a step of faith, a leap of faith? I'm just going to go apply for this job at Morgan & Morgan as a caseworker. Caseworkers, they don't have requirements. The job of a caseworker is the same thing as somebody who works in claims at Geico, like I was doing. They review files and they send it up to the next person who can control the case. It's that simple. You will never know if you don't try. If you decide to not apply for a job because it's too long. The application is too long. The application process is too long. That you have to go through background checks and all this things that it's not used to at Taco Bell. You don't really have to go through that much stuff at Taco Bell. They're not fingerprinting you at Taco Bell. They're not doing serious background checks. They're not dealing with serious information. You're dealing with food. You have to be willing to take that extra step. Now, this is a Taco Bell hat. This is a hat that comes with a uniform. And this is something that before I started deciding to take a chance to apply anywhere else, I had to ask myself, is this where I wanted my future to be? Is this the only thing that I felt that I was worth? Am I okay making $9 an hour until I get a degree or until that happens? Am I satisfied? Am I going to be just comfortable because it's easy? Because I barely have to do anything? Easy money, with no duties? I didn't want that for myself. Do you want to stay in the fast food industry? Do you want to continue babysitting? Do you want to continue doing whatever you do to make money? Are you okay with just doing that? Is that good enough for you? Are you going to settle because you don't want to put an extra work in, because you don't want to break out of your comfort zone, because you don't want to be rejected? The more applications you apply, the more applications you do to apply for jobs, the better the chance you'll get one. You can apply for 2 jobs that you feel you're qualified for. You may not get any of them. But if you apply for 20 jobs that you may or may not be qualified for, I'm sure the chances are higher. The chances are actually higher that you may get one of those jobs. Somebody's going to call you. You have to open your mind. You have to open your horizon. You have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to feel like, I'm not worth just Taco Bell. I'm not just worth $9 an hour. I may not have a full degree, but I'm not worth $9 an hour. I'm worth more than that. My time is worth more of it. My work ethic talks for me. I deserve what I get paid. You guys have to believe the same thing too. You have to try. You have to apply. It's not going to hurt you to apply.